guys, it's Dave from AIPTcomics.com, and we just got the 112 Collective Wonder Woman, which I think just started shipping a week or two ago. Pretty cool box, just like all 112 action figures. This, I think, was pre-ordered maybe 8 months ago. It came out relatively on time. I think it may have only been like a month or two late. I think it was supposed to ship in July, but it got pushed a bit. As you can see, the back has photography, the figure, and all the extra accoutrements. You got the classic, or not the classic, you got the new Wonder Woman logo on the side. And it's a slipcase, like all 112 Collective toys. And if you slide it off, you get the figure. It's obviously a window box, and again, you get to see all the accessories and the figure itself, which is nice because, you know, if you bought this and you don't necessarily believe the photography on the box, you can believe it when you see it. The Mezco bug logo is on the back, and it's just the nondescript box that all 112 figures have. So I'm gonna open this, slide it out. I really like the packaging from Mezco. Once you get around the fact that this plastic within plastic can kind of like blow the toys out, you can kind of enjoy it a little bit better because you know it's put in there particularly tight, and there's plastic kind of protecting pieces so there's no rubbing going on. There was actually plastic, I didn't show you, outside of this box to protect the box itself. I'm gonna just open this. So, I'm very good at making all the pieces explode out of the box, but if you do each corner, theoretically, you can get the toy out. Okay. All right, oh, didn't explode. That's one win. All right, so, did I already lose a piece? There's a hand missing. Maybe it'll figure. Let's take this out. We've got some lasso going on here, a shield, and plastic, an extra head, oh, here's the extra hand. Extra head, again, protected in plastic, extra hands, more lasso action, oh yeah, sword, which is relatively new for Wonder Woman. And then the base with the logo, pretty slick. Really love that Mezco includes a base. They know that you're gonna want to display these. They're so well done. Oh, okay, got another shielded plastic here. I'm not gonna take it out, but you get an extra bag for your accessories and extra hands. You've got the latch thingy that will connect to this so you can display it. And that's it. So, alright, so as you can see, we've got a bag on Wonder Woman's head. Alright, she's protecting it. And then also another bag to protect her chest from the, I assume, what is this, belt that's protecting her. Okay, so as you can see, you get 4 extra hands, an extra head, 2 lassos, a shield, and a sword. Alright. So, let's look at this figure. This plastic, wow, it's like really wrapped around. In the past, I usually kind of just tear this off, like so. All right. So, there's good detail in this hair. It's plastic, it doesn't move, so you can't like repose the hair, but the hair, I like it. It's nicely detailed, and it's kind of got some depth to it. Then we've got her tiara there, or tiara? Is it tiara? I'm not sure. On her forehead. Good detail in that, and there's actually a bit of red in there. It's hard to see with this light, I think, but it relatively looks like Gal Gadot, I would say, from different angles. She's definitely got a similar look. Moving on down, there's some nice detailing in this breast piece here with the falcon or whatever that's supposed to be. Is it falcon? I always thought it was. It's got a metallic kind of finish to it, which is nice. And there's definitely some like texturing and grooving going on. It really does look like her armor. It's a hard plastic piece. It wraps all the way around her. So I guess they like wrapped a piece of plastic and shaped it around the figure. She's also got the Wonder Woman, like, I don't even know what you'd call this, forearm protection. She's got gauntlets. These are really nice too. They have this metallic finish and some grooves in there. There's some detailing, as well as some straps with some good detail on that too. She's also got some strapping going on in her hands. So there's some texture on that as well. A lot going on with that, with the armor here. It definitely looks like it's sort of realistic to the movie. Moving on down, you've got the Wonder Woman sort of belt. Interestingly, this bottom piece is supposed to be leather and it's cloth. It's cut pretty well. This one right here, it's kind of coming up here, and then over here, I actually found some damage. Fortunately, the paint's been like chipped off of it. Maybe that's in the factory, or maybe it was from moving it, or shipping it, I should say. So that's unfortunate. And then this leather thing is, I think, supposed to hold her sword. Let's see. She really only has one weapon, so does it go in? Does it go in? I don't know if it's supposed to go there. Maybe that's for her lasso. Oh, there's another one. This is probably for her sword. Yeah, it works pretty good. This is, again, just hard plastic, made to look like leather. There's some good detailing in it, though, as you can see. And then moving on down to her boots. I like it. I like it a lot. There's this extra piece which doesn't move. It kind of moves, but doesn't move. I think it's glued to the front, but not the back. So it looks more like a strap. These boots are pretty crazy. So she's got the wedged heel, which I didn't really like in the movie. It's a bit ridiculous to think she could fight in these. I don't know why she needs to be a little taller. But the job Mezco did on this is really nice. The red paint here, it looks like metal. The gold looks like metal. There's some detail here with like straps. This is definitely a woman from a culture that doesn't necessarily have, factories making clothes. These are all handmade. Really nice there. And so that's the figure. It has a good weight to it. It bends in quite a few ways, much like most Mezco toys. As you can see, you can kind of move. I think there's a joint in there. It goes up and down. The ankle moves quite a bit. It goes all the way around. So does the wrist. She's got movement in here. Her head could go all the way around, but there is the hair getting in the way. And I don't, it's funny though, there's no bend in her waist like most figures these days. I guess because of this hard plastic shell that's her armor. Let's take a look at her second head. Let's see, what look is she giving? I guess her mouth is slightly open. It's not that different from each other. Kind of funny, I don't know. I guess this is supposed to be like the intense look maybe, and this is just more of her casual look. I don't know. Okay, now let's look at her lasso. All right, so this bends, and I think, yep, you can sort of form it if you wanted to, so you could wrap this around, say, Batman or something, which is pretty cool. I'm sure people are gonna wanna play with that. And then there's a second lasso that, yeah, this is all just one piece fused together. It looks like a real rope, which is really cool. And I'm sure it's supposed to do something like this, maybe. Or maybe this is actually, it goes here. Yeah, looks good. Looks like it belongs there, doesn't it? Nice. And then moving on, we have the shield, which clearly her whole arm can go through. This feels oddly cheap, or I don't know. It's hard, but it's not, I don't know, there's no weight to it. Nice detail on the shield though, looks accurate to the movie. And then moving on from there, we've got the 4 extra hands. Basically a sort of a hand that could probably grip the sword here and here, so left and right. And then this one maybe for the lasso. And then the last accessory is the sword. Again, really good detail. Wow, look at that. It's maybe really hard to see. No, you can probably see it. See there's like some writing all the way down the blade, all the way to the top. And then you can see there are like two snakes sort of wrapping around here. And it sort of actually has like a little sharp edge on the edge here, like it was handmade metal. And there's a bit of a finish on it as if it's like real steel, really nice. I'm thinking there probably should be like a cutout here maybe. The blade shouldn't be completely going through, but if I check the movie websites, I'm sure I can see if that's accurate or not. And then I guess, of course, you've got the base, which has a peg, and she has 2 peg holes for each foot. So you can stick it on and pose her for battle. Pretty sweet. And let me just... All right, so wrapping up. This is the Mezco Wonder Woman action figure based on the recent film, the big hit film. It retails for $80. It comes with 4 hands, 2 lassos, one here and one here, a sword and a shield, and also an extra head. Overall, I like this figure. The face is pretty close to Gal Gadot. The detail on the armor is really the key, like the highlight that I think people will really love. The paint job is just really rich and looks realistic. It looks like metal. And then the detail on the sword is really detailed and nice too. One tricky thing about the hands, it's kind of hard to get it in the sword into the hand. These kind of fingers actually bend, but just to get them open around the blades is tricky. And sometimes it can be really hard to get the actual hand into the socket because it's such a tiny little hole. I feel like the holes on these are a little smaller than usual, but I could be wrong. And then also there was a bit of damage on the leather piece on the bottom of her skirt here. This folded up, and then the paint on one side was actually chipped away. Aside from that though, this is a really cool figure. For 80 bucks, it's highly detailed, and I think it's a good price considering all of the factors and extra little doodads you can use with her. I'm sure people are going to want to lasso up Batman or Superman and make them tell Wonder Woman the truth on this one. So overall, good toy, and I can see it being posed with some other figures in some cool ways. If you go to AIPTcomics.com, I actually will have a full write-up on this and my full thoughts, as well as a score and some pictures of the figure. So if you like this video, please subscribe. We're going to have some more action figure unboxing coming very soon. And thanks for watching. Bye.